I just posted an icy update on our greenhouse. So let's go over to the coop now, using some of the same principles too. This hole, we're facing south on this side. There's the clear corrugated roofing. I did a video on this. I replaced the old one I had. And then clear tarps on the southern wall. And as we go in, it becomes a much mellower spot. The wind dies down. Hey ladies and gent, how we doing? And so yeah, facing south here, the sun does its low arc in the winter. All of that, it's coming streaming in. This blocks the wind, and then on the northern side, there's actually opaque corrugated roofing and a more solid picket fence. I kind of want to make something more solid, but it's just what I had. When we bought the place, there was a lot of it kicking around, but that acts as a solid, more like solar absorptive side to then radiate it. So that acts as more the radiating side. This comes in, it streams in, hits that, stays in, creates a nice little bubble for them. They love roosting way up here, so they go where the heat collects. It's a nice little setup. If you can utilize the sun, of course they need the sun to keep laying in the winter, so we don't have any sort of issues with low light. You know, some people have to run lights, which is costly and can be a huge fire risk in order to get egg production, but they've been kicking along. Sorry, little lady there. Someone's been laying next to you. Yeah, they've been laying quite regularly, as you can see. Just on the low winter light we have, we still get about 10 or maybe a dozen a day. That's fantastic. And then feeding them real whole grain. I've really gone light on bought-in feed. I only do it for like days that if we have to be away from here or something, I'll fill up those feeders, but almost primarily my winter feed has been this whole grain ration. There's some various types of corn in there, popcorn, sunflower seeds, oats, some rye. I'll sprout some of the rye sometime from some great sources, so it's just high energy. They prefer it. Even if I fill up the feeders, they'll just look at me and then won't do anything until I throw some of this down. And it really keeps them internally warm too. So then you combine that with what we've done in here to maximize the comfort in here. It's nice and mellow, no drafts, huh? They love it. Another benefit of it as well is just sanitation too. You know, if you're in dark, damp locations, that's where animals are gonna succumb to disease, and it's just nasty. The sun really helps to keep things hygienic, I suppose. And all this carbon in here too, all the wood chips and leaves we'll be putting in. Definitely utilize deep bedding, solar gain if you can. You'll have happy hens and blocking the wind.